Well, hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-May right through to mid-June 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Gemini, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross in this deck just to see who is coming in your way. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please show them the way? Right now, very interesting energy is coming through. I'm being given, because I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing your reading, I'm being given a conversation about hypnotherapy. Okay, so because I'm doing a love reading, a singles love reading, I feel this may be a conversation that you're going to have with someone regarding like a date, if you go out on a date with somebody, or you just strike up a conversation with somebody who is a romantic love interest. Now, this could mean that either you or they have experienced hypnotherapy, or maybe it's something that you've been thinking about going into. I just feel like there's a conversation about it. It was a bit random that it's come out there, but I have to mention it. Conversation about hypnosis. Again, these things may mean absolutely nothing in this moment, but then suddenly when you meet a new person and they strike up a conversation about hypnotherapy, it kind of lets you know that this person is a love interest and it's going to go somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to step away from that energy and move straight into your reading. Wow. Your overarching energy, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon card, and the Fool card. So brand new start here for you, and fate is guiding the way. This is your protagonist energy. Definitely indicates that you've almost surrendered to the universe and said, you know what is meant for me will be for me. So I really feel here with this card, this indicates a turn of fortune and fate, having better luck when it comes to love. I feel some of you have experience some uncertainty and perhaps even people in the past who have made you feel a little bit confused or in some way were indecisive, because we have the Moon card in the resistance position there. But the Wheel of Fortune indicates suddenly there is change in your love life. So this is your protagonist energy. You're turning things around. Now, this indicates also that some of you have taken the matter into your own hands. You may feel that if you don't change something about your current circumstances, then nothing will change. So, it's just like if you want a job, for example, because you need to pay the bills, you put a lot of your focus and attention on getting a job, putting your resume out there, going for interviews, for example. It's kind of the same with love. We have to make it our focus. And I'm not saying that you put yourself out there at all, but it has to be a little bit more on your mind or on your focus. And I feel some of you have been in a very deep period of self-reflection, which is great. We all have to spiritually evolve. But I feel right now your focus is on getting yourself into a position where you go out there and have fun, be more spontaneous in life. Easier said than done. I totally know that, because life is pretty serious at the minute. It always is, really, but we've ramped up that level of crazy in the last couple of years. And I feel right now there may be a little bit of an inner battle going on with you as well, because the Moon card, it's in your sort of resistance position. And normally on the Moon card, there is a dog and a wolf, okay? In this particular deck, there's 2 wolves there. And this can indicate, this desire to want to find someone, fall in love and settle down. And then the sense of duality, which is you want to be independent, be free, enjoy yourself, and not really have any attachments. So I feel right now there's an energy of you fluctuating, or perhaps you have been fluctuating over the years. And, I feel some of you may be healing from something, but the Moon card is a card of transformation. It's a card of change. And you're in a transition period at this minute in order to turn your life around. And that's in all areas of your life, okay? I feel with the Moon card, a path is being made clear for you, but you need to be clear about what it is that you want, okay? Now, of course, whenever you ask a person, what it is you want, a person will say, I just want to find my soulmate. And you're like, okay, well, what does that mean for you? Well, it means I want someone who's really fun to be with, someone who, is honest, kind, loving, a good person, someone I can see my life with. It's like, okay, we'll go a little bit deeper than that. What else? And you have to be a bit more precise, just like, as I said, if you're looking for a job, for example, or anything in life, we have to be really clear with the universe what it is we want. So I feel right now you've been in that period of self-reflection in order to know what you want and know what you certainly do not want. And you're focusing more on what you want at this time. Because remember, the universe doesn't hear what you want or what you don't want. It just feels the vibration of energy. So focusing on things that are negative that perhaps you experienced in the past. For example, if some of you have been betrayed in the past or hurt by somebody or let down in some way, if you focus on that energy as a memory, shall we say, you tap back into that vibration of what it is you experienced. And the universe is feeling that because the universe is an energy exchange. And you're basically saying in your mind, I don't want that. But what it's feeling is how you feel about that. So I feel with this Wheel of Fortune energy, you're tapping into a more positive vibration of all the things you want in a person, and that actually turns things around. So I feel right now, some of you have been in a period of, finding your own luck, have been in a period of trying to find your true life's purpose and mission path. And I feel, you haven't given up on love. You're still keeping that dream of love alive. And that Moon card, I feel some of you are learning a little bit more about yourself and the depth of emotion that you have available to offer another person, and that you are a gift, but you must meet someone who is in a very sort of reciprocal exchange energy. And you may have met people who were not in the past, and they were experiences to teach you lessons in order to be stronger, to have a sense of value, to erect healthier boundaries, so that you basically cut out anything or anybody that does not serve your highest good. And of course we have the Fool card here, so brand new adventure in love. This is a card that really indicates that you are tapping into that open-heartedness, the beginning of intimacy. Whenever you get this card, it indicates that playful spirit that you have. So it really is like an energy of which path are you choosing at this time. Because, life has been crazy the last couple of years. And, the majority of us who need to have been choosing a path to find security in a very uncertain world, trying to make sure that we have financial security, look after our family, friends, and really ground ourselves in a world that is a little bit upside down and topsy-turvy. So you may have had other responsibilities or focuses at this time. But what I see here is you are sort of coming out of a cycle where you're now focusing a little bit more on love and what it is that you want. And I feel your main energy is you want to have fun. You want to let your hair down. The Fool card is a very independent spirit. It trusts the universe, supports the journey. And, the Fool card is like embracing all that life has to offer and is not concerned with the outcome. It's almost like you want to find your soulmate, of course, and you have an idea of what it is you want in that soulmate because you're being really precise, but at the same time, you're leaving it up to the universe to put that companion in your path. Now, this companion, there is someone coming in for you, and they're very independent. So I feel like you need someone who wants to be settling down, of course, but is equally independent. And that taps into that sense of duality about yourself because you like to go off and have fun, have adventures, be with your friends or family, and also have your alone time. But, you're a very social person. So you also need to have that level of companionship with a person, someone who's fun to be with. And I definitely see that something like that is coming in for you. So let's get to the Celtic Cross just to see a little bit more detail. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? I'm hearing a very interesting song, and I don't think it was ever in the charts. It's connected to like an advertisement. Okay, an advertisement. It's like, you know, when you used to go to the movie theaters, it's like iconic. It's an intermission kind of advert. And it's, they show me like a little animation of like a little popcorn, a little drink, and a little box of candy. And I have no idea what that little blue thing is there. But they're all like dancing. And the song is "Let's All Go to the Lobby." Let's all go to the lobby. Yeah, so, I mean, this is very famous. Now, obviously, chances of you hearing that are really slim because I don't think it plays anymore in movie theaters. But it could indicate that you're about to go on a date to the movies with someone, or perhaps someone that you're about to have a date with works in the movies, or maybe you do, or maybe in advertising, or maybe someone who like creates jingles for advertising. It's so random, but also it means it will be very precise when you meet this new person. So, you know, pay close attention to these signs, symbols, and the odd song that comes in. I mean, looking at this straight away, I can see that there is going to be chemistry with you and someone new. And some of you may have already met someone new and you're wondering how it's going to go. Well, it looks like destiny put you in a path to meet this person. You were meant to meet this person, and this is a new chapter for you. So I feel it's going to be a wonderful adventure. Enjoy the moment. But let's just go and get the rest of your cards to see what else is going on there for you. But listen out for that jingle or that advertisement. It may randomly play. You may randomly hear it, but also I feel it's symbolic of you meeting someone who is either connected to the movies or advertising for the movies or something like that. Or perhaps you're about to go on like a date to the movies there. So let's move away from that energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, and Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please show them the way? Eight of Cups, the Tower. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, and Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? We've got the Ten of Wands there, and we've got the Page of Cups. So yeah, there is love coming in for you, and very exciting energy indeed. I keep getting, and this is so random again, but I have to give you what I'm being given. I keep hearing Aries, 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 Aries. So either you're about to meet an Aries. I mean, maybe there's a movie that's coming out called Aries. I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up. Aries. That's all I keep hearing. So, yeah, I'm just going to move on from the energy. I thought I'd mention it because it was so overwhelming I couldn't ignore it. So yeah, let's move forward. We've got the Eight of Wands here. This is your starting position. You're moving on from something that you had to get closure on, especially since you had the World card in the past position here. The Eight of Wands indicates transformation. It also indicates that you're being protected. Sometimes we're paused from love, or certain circumstances, opportunities perhaps even, because it's not meant for you at that time, because you're meant to go on a spiritual journey of revelation, of knowing thyself in a deeper way. So umbrellas, they tend to represent protection from difficult circumstances, protection from sadness, hurt, in order to process perhaps something difficult. We got the Eight of Swords here, and we got the Tower and the Eight of Cups. So you walked away from something that potentially was very shocking or really rocked your foundations. And it doesn't have to be love. I want you to be aware of that. It can be something that was personal to you. It could be, something that is privately really causing some sadness or difficulty that you had to work through yourself, but you are, on top of it, or you're moving through it. And I feel, this is a time where you're trusting that the universe is going to put you on that path. As you can see, this figure is being airlifted out of a difficult situation in order to be put in the right situation. So I feel, right now, you are, making some changes, and I feel like the power of this transformation makes you sort of explore new territories. So I feel some of you could be like traveling or booking some level of travel. There's a lot of movement going on here for you. But what I see, because we've got the Eight of Cups here as well. So that's double eight. We've also got Eight of Swords, triple eight. Pay close attention to your numerical synchronicities. It normally indicates there's change here, but you're moving on. You're not looking back. And this is a card that indicates that you are very close to meeting someone new, because 8s, they tend to be very fast energy. And you've got the 10 of Wands here. Something has come to a climax. You're creating space for a new beginning, and you've been blossoming through it. And it is difficult. Spiritual awareness and evolution is a really difficult process. It's not this moment where we hear trumpets and violins and we hear this kind of moment. It's not that at all. It's about sorting through the mud of life. It's difficult. It's painful. Sometimes you want to run away from it, but it always catches up with you. And I feel like you've been going through a cycle where things have been fluctuating, especially with the moon card there. You've been really delving into your emotions, sometimes feeling extra sensitive, maybe even oversensitive sometimes, and then maybe even feeling a little bit numb or on autopilot. So I feel some of you have been working through some stuff. And we have the Ace of Wands there. It's in the resistance position. It's the crossing card, which means some of you may have experienced, rejection in love in the past. Maybe even like a false start. Someone kind of, promising the world, delivering nothing. Maybe even someone ghosting you in the past, or someone who run away from their feelings because it was too intense. There was an upheaval here, and it indicates that you've had to close that chapter because it was just, making you feel low energy and drained, but also that it was wasting your time. And time is the only commodity that we really have as humans that is so precious, because we can't ever get it back. So I feel right now with this Ace of Wands there, you read it both in the reverse and in the upright. I feel like you've blossomed. You're opening yourself up to a new chapter. You've come through a very intense healing period, but this Ace of Wands, it actually means there is a spark between you and someone new, some chemistry coming in here. So if you've already met someone new, you may be trying to kind of like suss them out, see if this is the right person or where it's going. I definitely see it's love. Okay, this dream of love, it's become your reality, and it will progress even further. You may even be shocked that at first you're like, okay, because you don't catch feelings easily, my beautiful Gemini, and it just feels here that this is something special. So if you have started talking to someone new, then I definitely see that it's love, and this person is going to have a really intense conversation with you, which indicates they want to progress the relationship. So that's coming through there as well. But for those of you who have not met someone new, this is the start of something really special, something very physically magnetic at first. I feel you and this new person are drawn towards each other. And I feel there's part of you that can see your future with this person, but also part of you that doesn't want to really look at that far ahead, because you just want to organically take it as it is so that it moves slowly with a foundation towards something really special. Now, we also have the Justice card. So this is a card which is below you, which is to really try and find a solution for your situation, because everything in life requires a solution, okay? And if you feel like you haven't been able to meet anybody new, this is potentially, maybe you see this as a problem right now because you want to find your soulmate. So this is you finding a solution to that problem. The Justice card actually means you're making some adjustments in your life right now. And when the moment is right and you've created that level of balance and harmony, then of course you are putting yourself in a position to meet someone new there. Now, I'm getting very strong vibes that either you or this person may have worked at some point in their life in law or the legal system or in the services. That's what's coming through very strongly here with this card. And also, I feel this new person is coming in very honest. So some of you may have experienced someone in the past who was not completely honest, or they were a little bit loose with the truth, let's put it that way. And that's not all of you, of course, but I feel some of you may be healing some trust issues. But ultimately, with the World card in the past position, you've closed out that chapter. You're never going back to that difficult period, is what I see there. I feel you're only on the up now, and you're moving towards love. Now, also, I really want you to be aware, this is the earthly plane position, okay? So the Justice card indicates on the earthly plane, because what is below us is above us. And the Justice card indicates there must be cause and effect. So, of course, if you want to find love and you're, putting yourself on a dating app, for example, or, you know, going to hobbies or study courses or putting yourself out there to have fun, go out with drinks for friends, you're actually taking action to put yourself in a path to meet new energy, new places, new faces. So that's the cause and effect aspect. By going out there and having fun, you've got the Fool card there, which is like embrace every opportunity you have in your life to enjoy the moment with your friends and family, go to events. You know, I feel this is you putting yourself on a path to discover this new person if you haven't already. For some of you, you've booked some level of travel, okay? And I definitely see that that's going to put you in a position to meet someone new, because I'm getting this energy of traveling or maybe even relocating. Some of you may be restructuring your life in some way, dealing with lots of legalities. I mean, the Justice card can indicate some of you are super busy right now and you've had other things and other priorities on your mind that were more critical. But the shift is happening now where you're a little bit more focused on love. And that's when you're starting to attract and be in that vibration. Of course, the other side of that, because remember, the Justice card is about cause and effect. If you don't do anything to put yourself in a situation to change your life in some way, the universe can't really help as much. Now, of course, you know, you'll be going to the store and meet someone in the store, but that's you taking action to go somewhere. But, you know, if you've been a bit of a hermit recently and you found it really hard to get out there, you know, take the time that is necessary to heal yourself or get back into a vibration where you feel you want to embrace going out there. I mean, for some of you, this is just coming in just now. For some of you, I mean, I'm getting an energy of someone delivering a parcel, okay? And it could be that you open the door and you're like, whoa, who's this person? So some of you may actually meet someone who is like delivering something to the home space in some way. But the majority energy I have for my beautiful Gemini is traveling and getting out there and having fun. And with the World card in the past position, it can indicate some of you have envisaged a big vacation. Maybe some of you have thought about emigrating or moving across the world. But also, the world is a factor. It can indicate that you want different things now in a relationship and in a person that maybe you didn't want many years ago, for example. Things have shifted, things have changed, and the world indicates that there is a brand new world out there. And although it's, as I said, reached another level of crazy that we never expected to experience, I feel like you are embarking on some level of adventure. You know, you're protected in your exploration for fun and for meeting someone new. Also, that World card indicates you've learned a lot of lessons in your life, and I feel like you are someone who is now aware of what it is you certainly want in a relationship and what you don't want, but you've closed out a chapter, and now, you know, that World card is in your past position for a reason, and your outcome energy is the Fool card, which is the beginning. So I really feel endings, beginnings happening here for you. Now, what is the potential position? We've got the Two of Swords. There's a bit of a stalemate energy here. So some of you, as you can see, this figure cannot possibly see how they are going to find someone to nest with. Okay, so as you can see, this right now, you may not be able to see how you can meet someone, but the universe has other ideas. Even though you may want to meet someone, you may have tried putting yourself out there in the dating scene. I feel like you're really fed up with the dating scene. It's so oversaturated, and I feel part of you is like, there's just nothing going on there. No one's sparking your interest. So some of you may have even resigned yourself to the fact that maybe love is not coming for you, but that's not true at all. The Page of Cups is showing up there for you. You're going to be pleasantly surprised, and that Two of Swords indicates a level of stalemate, uncertainty, considering options. And this card also indicates that some of you have taken a break in order to, and I really want to have a look there, to self-reflect, you know, to know thyself better. But those two birds on the top there indicate that there is a strong potential for you to settle down with someone, but right now you just can't see it, or you're not aware of how it can happen. But remember, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune there, and if you know my readings, the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower, they tend to show up together. They both mean surprise. Now, the Tower doesn't mean a negative surprise per se. It's a card that indicates a liberation out of a very stuck situation. So if you've been feeling stuck, to see that Two of Swords and the Tower, it indicates that there's a time of change afoot for you, and it's going to be beneficial for you because you're about to meet someone new. I think they want that card. There's two there. Nine of Pentacles, enjoying your independence. Eight of Wands, traveling or moving forward, okay? So, one of the lessons you are meant to learn right now is to enjoy your personal space, really get to know yourself better, be a best friend to yourself, but also to enjoy the world around you. Save some money if that's possible in this crazy world. But also, the Nine of Pentacles is really you having a glow up. You being someone who is magnetic, attracting a lot of attention. And you do. You do tend to attract a lot of attention. But there's going to be one person who really transforms how you feel about love and life. And you're about to meet that person. I mean, this card indicates reaction. So I feel there's going to be someone who is rushing in, and when you meet this person, everything changes. And they're going to, this person, they're actually really good with compliments. They tend to compliment the person that they're interested in a lot. And it's not fluff. It's not like, them being really charming. They really mean it. They don't actually give compliments easily to people in general. So when you meet this new person and they're giving you compliments, know that these compliments are actually only reserved for you, okay? Now we do have the near future position, Eight of Swords. So as you can see, this figure, very sorrowful, doing a lot of purifying, cleansing with the tears there. So some of you may have closed out a chapter that was very, very difficult, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there. I know it's so hard, okay? To do life and spin all the plates of life, it's just really hard. And, some of you may even be a little bit shy. And if you've been hurt in the past, it can have knocked your confidence. And although you don't want to return to the past, and it doesn't have to be a love situation either. It can be a difficult, traumatic experience that you had that sometimes you feel is a block to move forward. And I feel like you've been going through a level of healing, but I feel it's almost like whatever experience it was, because it is an opposing energy to the World card, I feel it's in the past, but it may have influenced how you operate in love. And whilst the cage is open, some of you may have been feeling really stuck. And whether that's shyness, whether that is, a previous traumatic experience that has prevented you from going out there, it almost feels like it clipped your wings. But I feel here with your starting card, the Eight of Wands, you're made to fly. So now is your time to embrace all that you are. Be confident in your wonderful self, because you are you, and that is your superpower. You can't be anybody else. You can't be in the past, you can't be in the future, you can only be here in the now. So embrace the now, almost like romanticize your life in some way, because that Moon card is all about that. Sometimes we can wake up and see the world in new eyes by just taking a walk in the park. Of course, our problems, and we all have them, they don't just go away, but we start to appreciate the moment, and it changes vibration, and suddenly you can feel change. And that's what your Eight of Wands as your starting position card means. You can feel change as afoot. You don't know how it's going to change, but you can feel it. And with that Eight of Swords, this is about identifying where you're feeling stuck right now. It's a really important card that basically says releasing yourself from denial, getting clarity on what it is you want, and be open to see things as they really are. And you are going through a period of growth and healing that you absolutely deserve, but also you're having the courage to face whatever it is you need to face, to leave it in the past and move on from it. And whilst it shaped you, and it is very important indeed, it no longer has power over your future happiness. Now, this is your advice to yourself in this moment, Eight of Pentacles. So that's an indication that you are actually focusing on your own needs at this time. 8 is the number of the self. So as you've been developing and evolving, I feel like you've been knowing thyself in a deeper way, but also this is you embracing creativity. Some of you may even think about a course of learning. You're not just learning about yourself. It's almost like you're the student of life in some way. I feel some of you may be called to go to a course of study, perhaps even to upskill or focus on your goals at this time. But also I feel like you're finding new ways to apply what you know about yourself. And look, my guys just said these are the wings to fly. So yeah, I get this energy that you're moving forward and you've become someone that you've been evolving into for quite some time. And I feel, here is the fourth. Oh, I thought you only got 3 8s, but actually you got the 4 8s. 8 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Every 8 in the suit, okay? 8 of Cups is you walking away from something. Now, for some of you, you withdrew from the dating scene because it was just not what you were looking for, or you just had alternative things to be focusing on at this time, and that's fine. There's always a time and a place. But this Eight of Cups, as you can see, this figure is walking through like a wooded environment with like a little path, and each creature there is partnered up. So you've taken a path right now of discovery about yourself. You're letting go. You're seeking deeper meaning in life, greater authenticity in relationships. And I feel like you've consciously chosen a path that is right for you instead of the one that, you know, people thought you'd be on or that you ought to be on according to other people's expectations. And this indicates that you've walked away from something that was unfulfilling in order to discover what it is you've been truly looking for. Because anyone who walks away on the Eight of Cups walks straight into the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment. So you're about to meet a person who is everything that you've been looking for and more. But you had to walk this difficult path of disappointment or sadness or sometimes loneliness, maybe even, because the Tower energy can indicate an energy of isolation. You tend to stand out from the crowd, but still somehow you may feel alone, or that you know, there's part of you that's reserved in not isolation, that you close a part off to yourself. I feel, you know, you try to be very open-hearted. You're a very fun, playful person to be with, but at the same time, I feel, you know, there's part of you that's only reserved for the love of your life, for example. And I feel you've been protecting that part of you for a long time because of a previous experience there, but you've let go. Okay, and now, as you can see, the ladybug, that tends to represent the Wheel of Fortune energy, good luck, better opportunities. I feel you're about to attract the one that you have been meant to be with all this time. Oh my gosh, I wish you could hear what I can hear right now. Now, you know that song, Je t'aime, okay? It's like these two ladybugs. Okay, some things are just weird when I do readings. I'm just giving you what I can see and hear. I'm seeing two ladybugs right now, you know, discovering each other, let's put it that way. And that song, Je t'aime, I'm going to really disconnect from the energy. It's very endearing, but it's making me giggle a little bit. But basically, je t'aime means to love. So maybe the reason I'm being given that song, maybe this person has connections to France, or maybe you do, or maybe you're taking a trip to France, or maybe you're going to see this video or hear this song in the next coming weeks or months, and it indicates new love is coming in, okay? Now, we do have the Tower. It's in the hope and a fear position. So the Tower indicates you're a very strong person and you've been keeping it all together for quite some time, and that's in life in general. But the Tower indicates some of you have been in a cycle repeat, feeling very isolated, alone. I mean, some of you may have even been like single for a long time, right? And it's what you know. So I feel like you've been, you know, just doing life by yourself and kind of like almost like not even looking sometimes for love. But when you have the Two of Swords and you have the Tower, this is an immediate kind of release from being stuck. It's an indication that you are liberating yourself out of a very stuck situation, because the Tower kind of just represents like being in a prison or going round circles in a repetitive cycle and nothing ever changes. But nothing changes unless you take the leap of faith. When you get the Tower in like the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there are two figures that leap into the unknown, because it's better to take a leap of faith and do something new and different than it is to stay stuck in a cycle of repeat that feels really hard to get out of. So I feel right now you're in that period where you may have been a hermit for a while, or you know, you've just got into a cycle of repeat. It could be that you've been working really hard, or you've been focused on your projects, or you've had family responsibilities, whatever it is for you, because it's going to be different. I feel some of you are like, okay, I now need to carve out some time for me. I really got to make some adjustments because life, you know, I feel is passing by, and I feel you're kind of acutely aware of time is what I'm being given in this reading. But I want you to be aware, breathe, because what is meant for you will never pass you by. And I feel it's really important to recognize that fate is putting you on this path to meet this person, but you must listen to the calling or the whisperings of your heart, because the universe, you know, the universe is trying to put you on a path to meet this person. It's quite clear with your overarching energy. But also, sometimes when we feel suddenly that we should I don't know, join a class or go to the gym, or maybe we should take an impromptu, because I'm getting this energy of impromptu travel or impromptu catch up with friends. Whatever your heart is yearning for in that moment, or you feel you should suddenly do, that's your guide saying, okay, your divine counterpart is about to be at this time and this place at this event, and you need to be there. So you're getting this sort of like vibe. Maybe I should go here. Listen to those little hunches. It's not you like going, oh, maybe. It's your guide saying, yeah, go there. There's a little influence in your ear and in your heart. So listen to that. I feel it's very important there. Now, also, I just want you to be aware with that tower, because my guide said I'm not finished with it. The tower can also indicate that you fear that, you may be shocked in love again if you've had like a really difficult situation in love in the past, and you've been trying to like hold on to this level of security, because, sometimes we can be in a level of protection when we go through a heartbreak or a sadness or a disappointment. And we try as much as we can to make sure it never happens again. So sometimes, we go through life with a suit of armor and a shield. And I feel now you're dropping that shield in order to let someone in. Now, also, the tower can indicate that some of you have been reluctant or avoiding looking for love because you've just had other stuff going on. And that's okay, because I feel something is coming to an end here and love is going to find you anyway. And with that 10 of Wands, this is a card, again, of an ending of something that has forced you to blossom, forced you to evolve in some way. And I mean, the 10 of Wands can also indicate that you're burnt out. You're fed up with dating, with love, and with some of the experiences that you've had in life. It's just hard. Why does it have to be so hard? And in a sea of millions of people, are you ever going to find that one person who's right for you? The answer is absolutely yes. Okay? Because you've done a lot of the spiritual work. And it's one of the first times in a long time that I've seen such an intense reading where you've gone through so much and you've come out so strong because of it. And, that you've completely shut that chapter to the past, to the point where nobody from the past gets access to you anymore. I'm not even seeing anyone showing up in your reading right now. Even if you do have an ex trying to knock on that door, I feel like you've padlocked it and you've thrown away the key, and I feel like you're just moving forward. The Page of Cups indicates new love, the start of something that has so much potential. Pages, they are someone who, delivers messages. So I definitely see here that there's going to be a lot of back and forth messages here. I feel there's someone here who's highly attracted to you, who's going to invite you potentially to the cinema or to the movies, whatever you call it. And I feel that you and this person, very loving connection. I feel, this person, they give loads of compliments to you as well. And you'll notice when you get to know this person deeper that they do not give compliments away easily. This new person is coming in, they're completely bowled over by you and your beautiful heart. They're very attracted to you. And if you really dissect what's going on in this Page of Cups, it means like new love coming in, but it was a surprise. The dream of love becomes a reality because, basically that figure's got a cup of tea, of course, water. Cups represent, the dream, emotions. But then suddenly that fish appears. That fish isn't normally in a cup of tea. So it's like suddenly something on the physical plane occurs in reality. Fishes actually tend to represent abundance or joy or a gift. So I feel that you are about to be delivered an opportunity to really bond with someone new who's actually going to be a friend as well as your life partner, okay? It's not just attraction, it's love. It goes deeper. There's support, there's reciprocity here. And I feel, that actually a lot of you are really close to meeting a soulmate. It's going to be different in terms of timelines for all of you, of course, but I feel some of you, there is some sort of like travel here, new chapter coming in. I'm getting major vibes of like either going to like a weekend away or a trip, or maybe going out with friends somewhere. It could also be, for some of you, it could be studying. But, thanks so much. I'm so grateful. Now, there is a really random one coming in. I just got that some of you may be asked to do jury service. So random, I know, but that's coming through as well. Some of you may be asked to do jury service, and you may actually meet someone who's on the jury, or maybe someone who is like ushering people in or in the courts. So just take that as it resonates. May not resonate with everyone. That's totally, very precise. We have chemistry. So that's really apparent. There's a lot of chemistry between you and someone new. And we've also got friendship. I mean, all these kind of messages that I've been given there. I want you to be aware it's not a friend. You don't know this person. The Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, it tells me that this is a new person coming in. So we got caution. So some of you with that Eight of Swords, you may be a little bit hesitant about getting into this, but there is chemistry between you and a person. And I mean, for some of you, you may meet this person, and at first it feels like, I'm just going to give you an example. If you, say, joined a squash group, right? You may be playing squash with a group of people, and then, you become friends first. And then you realize actually this chemistry, and it starts to be explored. So it could be like that. But I feel whatever it is, this person is a friend for life as well as your partner for life. There's a lot of chemistry there. I want you to see that. Chemistry is going to be off the charts with this person I'm being given. And it's a very important ingredient in any relationship. We've also got friendship, support, so I definitely see that you and this person, you both are looking in the same direction when it comes to love. We do have caution there. So, I mean, I feel with the cards you've got with the Tower, Ten of Wands, the Eight of Swords, it's almost like some of you may have had experiences in love in the past where you expect things to go a certain way, but you're breaking that cycle of repeat. And I feel like you're liberating yourself. Fresh new experience, fresh new person, and it's love, okay? So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. Okay, so we have beautiful rainbow there. Okay, now this indicates, of course, wishes, finding that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I feel also it represents joy. And thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I'm being given that it is like once in a lifetime. It's like, it's rare. I'm being given rare. That's it. The word rare. So rare opportunity to meet your soulmate. I mean, it could even be as precise as on the day that you meet your person, there's a rainbow. So please take it as it resonates. And, oh wow, we got Wheel of Fortune rune as well. So this is the gift rune. And whenever you get this, it represents partnerships. It represents, love, divine union, and fortune governing your path to meet this person. So, I mean, all the cards and the rune and the trinket, everything points to this rare person coming into your life who is meant for you. This is the one. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Gemini. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Gemini, and love and light.